What's going on? Welcome to Embrace the Journey, episode 4. This your host, Sean, aka Brother Sean, and this episode is called Diet, and that's actually an acronym for daily intake of the things that evolve your thoughts. And I thought about this acronym a while back, and I really been looking forward to doing this episode. I think there's some good stuff in here. I think you'll enjoy it. I think me. I'm learning from. I'm saying the stuff, but keeping it in mind for myself as well, because there's a couple things in here that I struggle with for sure. When I talk about diet, daily intake of things evolving your thoughts, and it's easy to get caught up in things in your mind that can cause anxiety and make you more aggressive or maybe depressed, frustrated. And it really all kind of it depends on what you've been watching, reading, putting in your spirit. So I want to talk about some good things, a few bad things, but some good things that you can incorporate in your mind as well. So I want to get right into it, man. Like I said, diet. I've been wanting to do this one for a minute. We have our physical junk foods, things like, burgers, chips, fries, sodas, candies, whatever your favorite candy is. It's easy for us to, keep track of the physical junk food because you can see it, and you say, oh, I don't want to eat the whole pizza or half a pizza. I'm gonna eat one slice, two slices, or I'm just gonna do one drink today, one soda, whatever. But with the mental stuff that's on your diet, that stuff you don't see it, you don't even realize that it's being absorbed, into your spirit. And I want to just talk to y'all about some of the things that can get in there and have you feeling crazy walking around here for real, for real. And with that being said, some of the junk food items, mental junk food items, are things like reality TV, social media, aggressive music, pornography, judge shows, and a big one is the news. And we got so much going on today. I mean, hell, you can't get on social media without some of the news or a lot of the news falling off in there because the national news is crazy, local news is crazy. So you want to stay informed, but I think it's like you limit your physical, you got to limit the mental too. So I don't think it's a good idea to sit up under the news all day because that don't do nothing but fill you up with anxiety. Have you scared, fear. And the Lord don't want you moving in the spirit of fear, So, moving in faith, not fear. So, going on, limit that. I wouldn't sit up under the news all day. Or things like judge shows gets me because I do like to watch a good judge show sometimes. But that's two people argue. And and this has happened to me some months ago. I think I watched about 2 hours of judge shows. My mom called me about 5 minutes after I cut the TV off, and then as soon as she called me and she said something very, very small, but it kind of irritated me. But I didn't, calmly tell her I didn't like that. I was yelling. I was upset, and I hung up the phone. And I was angry, and then I took a minute and I said, "Why am I so angry?" And I said, "Because I just got through watching. I had a thought like I just got through watching people arguing back and forth subconsciously. Like I didn't even realize it. I'm putting that right in me, and it just so happened as soon as that happened, I got off the TV show, and then mom's called, and now I'm going off. So of course I felt bad about that. Had to take a minute to calm down, and I think I reached out. I told her, look, I'm sorry that happened. Definitely apologize, but it'll get you. You don't even know. I was more aggressive in that moment. I was more argumentative in that moment. So it's good to be conscious of what you are putting in your spirit, in your mind. Like I said, daily intake. I think it's a good idea to just try to keep up with the daily intake of things evolving your thoughts. So that's those are some of the negatives, the junk food items, the reality TV, social media, things like that. The positive things though, positive, the good foods, like these are the fruits and veggies. The other stuff was the chips and the candy and the soda. These are the fruits and the veggies over here. So the good things like positive books, a good read, any type of read, whatever you want to do. Good read, self help books, motivational books, reading your Bible. I should have said that one first. reading the Bible, just trying to staying connected to the Father, and looking and just really continuing to read and stay close to Him. Another positive is calm music. Y'all know I am a music lover, all genres, and if you want to, get some calm music in you, man, jazz, R&B, classical, keep that stuff on your mind too, cause it keep you smooth out here. That's what you need for real, for real. And meditation is good for sure. It's good for the mind and the spirit. Yeah, for sure. And they always say, laughter is good for the soul. It's the best medicine. So any type of humor, comedy, again, these are good things. That you can put in your mind. And last but not least, positive podcast, aka Brother Sean, embrace the journey. Me. But me and others, you know what I'm saying? You want to put stuff like that in your spirit, man. And that helps. You got to balance it. Just like, they talk about a balanced meal. Balance your mental. You got to balance it because like I said, you pour a lot of stuff into it. It's good to you got to keep up with what you're doing with that. You don't want to be too heavy out here. And you know how you feel when you walk around and you feeling heavy. That's why you got a lot in that mental. So keep up with that. But yeah, those are some good things, man. Like I said, positive books, self help, calming music, a good read, meditation, the Bible, comedy, and a good podcast, myself or others, whatever you want to get into. Those are the good things for the diet, on the diet. And y'all know I always like to give a verse and a song, or maybe some songs. Well, the verse, actually, I'm going to start with the verse. I'm going to give y'all a verse to help y'all too. And it helps me as well, is Joshua chapter 1, verse 8. And this is coming from the NIV version. And it says, keep this book of the law always on your lips. Meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do everything written in it. Then you will be prosperous and successful. Again, that's Joshua 1 and 8. NIV version. Keep this book of the law always on your lips. Meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do everything written in it. Then you'll be prosperous and successful. Anytime you reading the word, it's always a good thing. So that's a verse for you, Joshua 1:8. It's a great one. Really is, man. Also, let me see what else I got for y'all. Mine, let me see. Mine, I'm trying to pull it up. Okay, okay. Well, you know what? I think I got some songs for y'all, man. Let me give y'all some songs real quick. Some good positive songs. I love my music. You know how that go. J. Cole, Love Yours. Great song. Love that song. Really do. LMA, Close. I like that song. It's smooth. I love her voice. Been a fan for a minute. Okay, here's a jazz song for y'all, man. Cannonball Adderley and Milt Jackson. Things Are Getting Better. Check that out, man. I like that one. And last but not least, I'm gonna hit y'all with a gospel song. William Murphy. Love William Murphy. You Are My Strength. So these are good songs, man. Check them out if you want to. Get you some good music in. I'm always gonna listen to some music. I think yesterday I listened to music literally all day. I believe I don't even think the TV didn't come on until the evening. I think by the time it did, I didn't want to look at it. I watched the movie before I went to sleep, and that was the day. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this one, man. Diet, daily intake of things, evolving your thoughts. Thank you for anybody listening, man. I really have been wanting to put this one out. I've just been going through my own ups and downs. I'm just trying to. I want to give good content, good information, and I like to get on the mic when I'm feeling good. I don't want to get on here depressed and angry and frustrated because you won't get a good product from me, and I don't want that. So, anyways, thank y'all for listening. Just checking me out, and y'all have a blessed and a blessed rest of the week.